Okay, we're gonna begin. The closer I hold these earplugs to my ears, the lower I will keep my voice. But when I remove the earplugs, my voice gets loud. What I want to speak about something is a piece of paper I would like to finally throw in the garbage. And it's this piece of paper here. Me, okay, me, med, or anything to do with this combination of letters is 22. 44 is space. This is twice space. This is half space. And remember, space in a cube is a lot more than you think because half space consists of this corner over here, to this corner here, to this corner here, to this corner here, to that corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners to this one space. The only corner that's missing is this corner here. So this corner gets the other 3 corners, 4 corners, 5 corners, 6 corners, plus 1 equals to 7, the 7th gate. Reverse the other way around becomes the same thing. They each don't get each other. So let's put this one back. We're going to talk about this one over here where it shows 666. If you notice, in 666, push to the right, push to the left. On the left side of the center, on the right side of the center, the 6 connects them together. It's actually up to down to up. See the increase over here? This is the torus. 60% is the joining of 1 0 space, joining of 2 0 spaces, and the dartboard. 25 all the way around the quarter because you're only getting a quarter. You're getting a piece of this one, a piece of this one, and this one is only valued at 50 because it's divided by each side. 53 and a third is what I call electric company. Take a look. Starts off in 1, ends up in the next one, ends up in the next one, ends up, and it keeps moving over and over towards the other side. Okay, now I can't maybe explain this properly, but this is real. This is truth. 75% is because both of these circles get part of this one, part of this one. Right? 75% is 3/4 because here 25 and here 25. Although it's 50, it's 75 of the totality. 25 left over makes 1.25. 5 times 5 times 5, or 15. 5 by 25 is 125. 5 by 15 is 75. Remember that in time, in a clock, this is 1 1/4. This is a value of 1 1/4. 75 seconds is 1 1/4. Here's dough, because this one gets the pi. Now, I have a design, and I'm going to show you. I'm trying to see. Now, I wanted to get this one out for a long time. Now, this is for me, and for the way I think, this is so real. This is so real, and it's made, it's created, it's invented, it's science, not natural. Not natural. It's natural because we use the natural reality. We use the true reality. Just to understand this in a difference, spread them here and spread them here. Put an arm to the left and arm to the right. I'll hold on to each of your arms, and we'll tie our legs together. To tie the legs together is tied by 1 on the bottom. The arms are spread apart. These are not the legs. You can use them as legs. You put the arm here and count this as the head. But upside down, you're grabbing the bull by the horns. That's this one over here. Get that one out of the way. I can't explain this one. I under its reality. I will have a design in here. 88 equals to 7. This equals to 8. This also is a part of top left to the bottom right. Top left to the bottom right. All 6, 9. 9, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6. Did you know that inside the letter 5, I do not have the design right now, but I cannot forget to say it. Because if I do forget to say it, then it's not done. The 5 will create an eagle as a square part on the top, the L part, right? On the 5, and the bottom part is the C part. LC they say is the cow. The cow jumped over the moon. L is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. And C. So the 5 is made together by 2 3s. A 0, 3 equaling to 9, and a 1, 2, 3. So it's 9, 1, 2. Everybody knows that 9 is B. Everybody knows that 2 is B, and everybody knows that 1 goes in between the 2 B's. Where does 1 go in between the 2 B's? Well, instead of having A, we're going to forget about A, and we're going to take A up another level. We're going to go B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So this one is B, and this one is B. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. We have 8 of them in B, right? So we're going to take away B. We're going to take away B here and B here. So now we're left with C. So I'm going to take away C here and C here. Now I'm at D. I'm going to take away D here and D here. E, F. I'm only left with 2, just E and F, 5 and 6, 11. 5 and 6, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. What happens to 5 and 6, 11? In the piano, high, the high heaven, is actually the 8 ball and the 9 ball. The 9 ball is yellow, reconnecting to the 1. 9 is yellow, is actually B. So the 9 yellow, which is the 1 ball, connected to the 1 ball, when you bring it to the 7th gate, it becomes the B. And in between it, 1 and 2 is 3. In between it is now the 3. The 1 and 3, which is the yellow and the red, equals to the orange sun. AB 3, AB 17. 3 or 0, 3 and 17, or 0, 3, 6 equals 3 is 63. And 17 equals 80 becomes 86. The 9 lives of the cat, 8 and 6 is 14. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals 5 and 4. 9 times 6 is 5 and 4, the number to the sun, the number of the IT world. A and A, 1 and 8. B and B, 2 and 9. 9, 11, the way the piano works. What is the center between A and G? It is D. A, B, C. Do not count D, E, F, G. So D is the center. D is the center. And then E becomes the center. Once you move off and you go back to B, is E not the center? Let me count that. Let me count that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. When you come to the second time around in this, it's A, B, C, D is in the center, E, F, G, A is in the center, B, C, D. So A, B, C, 6. E, F, G, 5, 6, and 7 is 18, 9, 6, 9, 9, 9, 6, 9. 9 times 6, 54, the number to the sun. What's in the center? A and D. What runs A and D? B and C. B and C, 5, A and D, 5. 1, 4, A, D, B, C. 3, 2. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 9. 2 times 3 plus 2 plus 3 is 11. 9, 11. This is your piano. This is 2, the second number, and this is the ninth number. This is the third, and this is the eighth. 3 and 8 is the church. C and A, 3 and 1. This creates the spirit in numbers. 4 and G. 7 and 4 is the center of everything. 5, 14, 23, 32, 74. The center of everything. 9 times 3, 27, right? In between 1 and 8 is 2 and 7. B and G. In between 2 and 9 is 3 and 8. The big red church. The big red church, let's call it the chicken. Why don't we just say Nibiru is big and red? What are we going to call this? It's 8, 9, and 9 is played right over here. This is where 9 is played in low shoe. 8 in low shoe is over here. They are not connected. 1 is here, 1 is here. In numbers, 9 is here, and 8 is here. Where 1 is here, and 2 is here. So 2 and 8 come together, and the crisscross of the Budweiser bow tie. And this is an angle, don't forget. This is an angle. Okay? 1 and 9 come together. This is 10. This is a circle. 2 and 8, 1 and 9, that's a circle. 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. Only because we cut the circle in half. The above and the below is shared in the middle, and side to side. I was talking about gray in my last video. You can spell gray with an A or an E, whichever way you wish. If you spell it with an A, G-R-E is all together as in green. The only difference is N, which is from left to right, and Y, which is explanatory, that is a division. So N is from left to right, and Y is the division. Gray. The 3 colors that I do like, the Jamaican flag, is green equals 49, 360 degrees equals 4. Red equals 27 equals 9, 4 by 9 together again. Red and green equal 360 again. And yellow equals 92, 9 and 2 is 11, 9 and 2 is 7, 9, 11. The gateway inside the yellow soul. The other thing I wanted to mention about the 10-10 world, 360 degrees, 3.6 for 10. Or, because it's 10-10, it's 1.8. 3.2, or 40, is used for the freezing point, plus 4 and minus 4, because 4 is the center of the 7th gate. 313 around the circle. 360 degrees, 7 and 3 is 10, 6 and 4 is 10. 3, 4, 7, 6 says God. It also says dog. It also says the diameter of the moon. We bring number 39, which 3 and 9, we have to understand that it's all about 3 and 9. From 1 to 7 is 6. From 1 to 4 is 3. From 7 to 4, it's all about 3. So it's all about 3, 6, 9. This is what this setup is all about. The 39, 27, and 12. B and G. Win the big red. 27, 3 by 9 is 27. 3 and 9, 12. 27, 23 is 50, becomes 56, the 7th gate. Why? Because 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 are polars on the cube. 23 and 5 is 28, the moon cycle. 28 stands for man. This says for red man. 3 and 9. Back to 3 and 9. 5 and 5. Since this is 5 and 5, how is this 5 made up? It would be 0, 5, which would be 6 and 5. 6 and 5 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Since we put this 6 and 5, 11, plus 23 is 34. 34 is the gateway. Take away 11, it's 12. It's alpha beta, which reverses to 56. 5 and 7. 5 and 6, and 1 and 2. Again, another gateway, so it's the same numbers. Number 23 and 5. The same thing, 115, which creates the key. The key is in the cycle. Einstein is both these numbers. So everything is going to be relative. Let me see if I can get the color a little bit matched over here. Okay, I'm going to have to put this screen over here. Now don't forget, I'm going to stop this video, and when I come on here to do these videos, I'm doing it to get it out of me. I need to get this stuff out of me. I got sick. They said I had bipolar, ADHD, and all this, and I saw that I was jammed up with so much information that could be Nairischkeit to anybody else. But for me, when I see the numbers match, and I understand the reality of the own numbers, just like I did in the last paper, just with the circles, because 0 times 0 equals 1.5. I mean, you have to share. The other thing about this, which I didn't mention, I will come back and mention it. This is 45 degrees to here. It's also 10:30 or an hour and a half on the 12-hour clock. But if it was the 24-hour clock, okay, this would still be 45 degrees, but it would be 3 hours. This will be 6 hours. This will be 9, this will be 12, this will be 15. So if this is 15, and this is 3, this is my total of 18. The Budweiser bow tie gives us 18. That's the largest number, A and A battery, that you can get. 1, 8, and 15. The 15th letter is another A. Becomes 6. 186. 186 is right here. This is 186. The polar to 6 is 1, and 8 white ghosts. 4 and 4. 4 in the middle, 4 in the corner. Every corner is worth 3. 4 by 3 is 12. Abba, Father. And everyone in the middle is 2. 3 and 2, BC, Mother, Father. In the one spirit of the 8 holy ghosts to the polar of 6 man. Inside in man's mind. Plugged in. But we're being jammed up right now. Jammed up. It's all sticky in there. So remember, this one over here is 90. This one here is 90. This would be 6 hours, and this would be 6 hours. 6, 6, or 6, 6, 6. I rate everything from here to here through the pole and down to here, but this crisscross, DEF and 666, this is not only DEF, this is also 357. 357 or 375 is what I call under the gun, because GUN, G is the 7th letter. U is the 21st letter, 3, N is the 14th letter, 5. Another thing I wanted to mention over here is that by D being the 4th letter, okay, excuse me, let's go to Earth, because Earth plays this one over here. This is not only D, A and D, 1 and 4, it's also D and C. DC is right here. DC connects to G and F. 7 and 6, 13 equals 4. 4 and 3 equals 7. 7 and 4 is Christ. That's what it is. The Church of Christ. 3 and 8, 3 by 24 and 11 is 35. Electric Company. 16 and 19, Standard & Poor. S&P. How do I know that? Because it designs it. Right over there. See those cubes? Right? Those cubes are equal to 111 each. You put 2 in a row, you got 222. You put 8 in a row, you got 1776. Remember, above and below and side to side. The aliens come out. The numbers talk. They talk in art. So for all these guys who did art and had the feeling, it's because they saw deeper. And if they didn't know what they were thinking, it didn't matter. They still had the art. We don't have to think and do the art. We just do the art and have somebody else saying, oh, look what's in it. Look what he did. He probably didn't know. Where are we now? Okay, I'm gonna continue on another video to talk about these and degrees and angles. Okay. 11 and 9 or 1129. Which way would you like to look at it? Then the month of November is the 11th month, right? 11 equals 63. That's pretty crazy. 6 and 3 is 11. 11th month, 11, 9, 11. Something small I want to bring up. I lost this in a piece I was doing, so I'm just going to jump over my head. 7 times 6 is 42. 6 times 4 is 24. This is 66 and 84. 84 is half. 66 is whole. So now I know half and whole brings me to 9 lives of the cat. 5 and 2 brings me the center. 6 and 4 brings me the east-west. 7 and 6 brings me the light. Because 6 and 1 is the only one that holds the light. 3 and 2 on that side. What would you think is on the other side? The sun. When you have 2 and 3 on this side, the BC creation, you have created the sun. When you have 3 and 2, when you have 6 and 1, you have created the light. 6 and 1 and 6 and 1. If I bring my 2 on this side and 4 on that side is 6, I will show you 8 in between. I'll crack up the eggs. Crack the eggs and show me 8. 5 and 3, Electric Company. 35, Standard & Poor on the left side of the cube. Now the number I showed you, the reason I showed you, the 9 lives of the cat, this is also noted as time. You can use this in time. You can go up to 52. You cannot go to 62. You can go to 26, but you can't go to 62. 62 is the queen. 26 is the dog. Okay? You can't go to a 6 because in time you cannot go. So there's certain things we can and cannot do. This also becomes 424. 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning becomes 16. 0 becomes 6, 16. 16 becomes 40. 16 becomes 58. Space for an angel, because those what the numerological count is. This is the 9 lives of the cat, east-west, and this one is the light. This one, the 1600 hours is 1600 hours. I'm going to reduce that. Instead of 16, I'm going to put a 4 here. See the way 6 and 4 come together in this one? Why? Because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 is 240 minutes, 282, the cycle of the moon. I put a 424 over here. I got 240, 264. This is something to do with the video movement of time. 1163 that I just spoke, 11 equals in a value of 63, November. 52 Earth, 74 Christ on Earth. 525. Oh no, this is something else. It's something to do with time. See, 2100 hours is 9. 3 and 9 come back together. 25 also is an expression of a quarter, or 25 is 60. 5 times 5 and 12 times 5. 5 times 5 and 12 times 5. 512 memory. 512 memory inside. 565. New World Order. Those are the numbers for it. Now, I know it's confusing. I know. Ask me a question that I can work with you, and maybe I can help guide you to another vision because I can put the equations together. Maybe I can't do anything, but to me, like I mentioned, I must express within and exalt, removing the worthlessness, not of the information. It's, oh, I'm just bipolar and I'm not anything else, and I'm thinking all this stuff. Why am I thinking I shouldn't be thinking it? I'm thinking of it, and I see its own reality. I know it has a value, and for me, it's fantastic, and I love it. The next step to Neanderthal man and all the missing pieces that I think I can actually crack that code, but not alone, because I don't have the other information. I don't read, except for the numbers. I don't know what it is, but trace minerals, the word co-ed, and very important, copper. Copper is very important. They didn't put police out there and police the iceberg and polar ice and icebergs and copper and not being able to have metals, certain metals that, and whatever it is that sticks. Copper, battery acid, things that turn certain colors. Copper turns colors in the fire. It transports your electricity in your house. It's also number 73. And 7 and 3 is 31, which is the AC energy of the spirit from one level to the next, between one world and the next world, between an upper level and a lower level. Before I stop, I'm doing this in all of them. This is 0 times 0. In fact, it's C. times C. Here's the 0, and here's the 0, creates an X in between. See the way it connects two tunnels? This one's going all the way to here, and this is at a distance, and this one goes all the way to here, and this is at a distance. It's all, what do you call it? You're looking at EIEIO, that'll be in the next video. But I'll just show it in here just in case. EIEIO. EIEIO. By taking I and I next to each other and putting a bar in between, what is the bar? It's the division of the two circles between the left and the right. Once we do that and outline it, it automatically creates two sides, creating the E. See, the top is the I, and the top is the I, and we create the inside. We come all the way out to this mark on this side, come all the way out to this mark on this side, creating your H. When you create your H, your I has had a line come down. Automatically, boom, 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 boom. You have the digitals on the outside and the halfway point in the middle. The part that we would share. The L, her mark. C, E. C and E, C and E, I, C and E, E, I, O. H, I, C. All these letters are in here. This is just the H and I, but it will create everything else, and I outline it to create the two C's. Okay? Remember, this will now connect to the next one, this will now connect to the next one, and recreate its next design. Just repeating the designs, we're just finding the center. 6 equals 52, 7. 1 equals 34, 7. 1, 6 equals 7 equals 86. The 9 lives of the cat, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 8 and 6. 8 and 6, 14. 14 encircles the dice cube. 14 encircles the moon. I and I, 18 and 8. A, H, the letter R. A, H, and R create the Venus-Saturn world. I, 0. 6, 9, 6, 9. 138, the spirit in the church. 0, 9 equals 15, 0, 9 equals 15. O and O. O and O with H. H2O, because H is created between both 9. 6 and 9 is 15, 6 and 9 is 15. 15 and 14. 15 and 14. Pi, 3.1415. 9265. All the numbers in pi, and pi, 16 and 9, equals to a total of 25. 25 is 1 quarter, which is a plug-in. Becomes 6, 9 again. 69, 79, 85 is the matrix. 6 and 9 is 15, and 16 is 31. That's a CA power. CA power. What is the CA power? It's all Canadian. It's up from up here in the cold polar ice. Remember police, polar ice, freeze in hell, freeze memory inside the Arctic. Another sun comes down, defrosts all the ice, relinquishes all the old memory. We start to wake up and, oh my God, I got bipolar ADHD, but it's natural. They've been holding us down. All of a sudden, when you start to speed up, you're not used to the speed. You have an accident, right? Well, the accident happened all in your head. It could have happened all in, well, let's leave that out. So, and again, what does this mean? This means we're finding the center to the bottom. This means we find the center to the top. You see the single I on one row? See there's a circle here and a circle here? That's a single I on the top, single I on the bottom, which is actually the TT. And in between is this Illuminati sign, which is in control of the center, which is controlling the center this way. See this? See this here? See this here? Hold two hands, your friend and my friend, we hold two hands together. We hold the two hands together, but we're jammed with this rod sticking in us. The one spirit is sticking in us in the fivefold. We have number 1 in the fivefold. Why would I say that? Well, you tell me. You tell me where all these dice are. Center hole, center hole, center hole. First letter in the alphabet A. Third letter in the alphabet C. Fifth letter in the alphabet E. Ace. How many, if I count 1 to 26, what does it equal? 351. If I take away the vowels, what does it equal? 51 equals to 300. 0, 0 equals 66 equals 636. 18, 18, 36 on both sides. Doesn't matter what you do, you can make the numbers a science. You create and recreate situations so that everything works. So now we know what happens with I, right? The other thing I wanted to mention is this is a letter exchange. 6 and 4 become 10. This becomes 7. This becomes 8. 7 and 8, 2 and 4. And how does this work? I'm going to try and explain it real quick. That in the piano, okay, the second time you come to D from the right to left, you would hit D from the left to right. You would hit B with the same amount of keys. I think it's on the 9th key. Can't explain it. T is for 10. D is for Dix. Dixie, Dix, Dix in French means 10. It equals to number 37. This one equals to number 39. Now listen to this. 17Q, 20T. QT equals 37. That is the connection to Nibiru. And it is also the connection to... You see where those cubes are? Okay, well the center of that cube is equal to 37. And the right side of the cube is equal to 39. You see the straight line? There's 2 triangles that are inside. Well, those 2 triangles connect together. The black double dots, the 2 dots together, okay, those 2 dots together are 17 and 20. That is black. That's why they're not curled in. The ones to the left of the 2 dots of the digital are red. 35 to the left, 39 to the right. 3 and 5 is 8. 3 and 9 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 38 becomes the church. C-H heaven. It's also the train, T and R, and D is a combination. D is a misunderstanding. It's, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you 80? Are you in Haiti? Are you, the D and the they don't actually sound the same. T, D, D, and in French and in English, T and D both mean 10. It's the first initial for it. And Dix, IX says 9 in French. You have a D4 and an IX equals to 9. If you read it backwards, it's 11.4. It becomes 44. You read it the other way, it becomes 36, 360 degrees. So now you have your H that comes together, becomes 68, the 9 lives of the cat. The other one becomes 69, 68 and 69. What is the 14? Well, 6 and 8 is 14. That's around the circle of the cube and around the moon. 0, 6, 66, 12. What is 14? It's a green ball. They're both green. The low green ball becomes half. The high green ball, the 14, becomes quarter. 1/4 and 1/2. Split sides. 8 and 9 come together. 8 and 1. Once you put the spirit inside, 8 becomes 9. This becomes 0, 8, 14. This becomes 0, 8, 15. 15 and 14 is 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 11 and 26, or minus 26, becomes 15, which becomes the letter O, or becomes 37. Becomes a CA energy. CA energy because it transfers the energy. It comes within the mind to two sides or two worlds within our one body. We're connected, two sides together. They split us. There's just a lot of stuff. This design over here, these are two circles. This should actually be like this, right? But it's not. See the way these arms only come up to here? Because this is the center. I can't bring this any more than the center. I can't own my own head. So this is one side, this is the other side. I'm not going to do it on the bottom, but this is in relation to the picture cards. In relation to the picture cards. One of the things about pirates, it reminds us about one eye. The chicken, the hen, will lay 6 eggs in 7 days. That's the spirit of 76. Then it ends. Then she goes through a waiting period, and then again, boom. In 12 days, in 13 days, she'll lay 12 eggs. 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 3 is 4. 3, 4 is DC. So the next day, she won't be laying an egg on the 14th day because the gateway opens up. 7, 14, 21. GUN, 3.75. Divide that by 360 degrees. And we can keep on going. 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6. 21 and 18 is 39, equals to the sky. BC creation. The second side of this is exactly the way we began in the piano. A and A over A and B. The egg. A and A. The days they don't lay is A and B. 0, 7, 13, 4. 0, 7, 13, 4. 4, 4, 4 times 4. 1776. Y by 4 is the cycle of 7. 4 by 7, 28 is the cycle. 4 by 6, 24 is the cycle of the day. 24 and 27, 51 equals to the number of Mars. 7 times 7 times 7, 343. 666, 216, 216 hours and 9 days. Be a Mayan cycle. The total is 59559, or let's just put the 9 in the center. EIEIO. Einstein equals to 28, 39, 28. 1776 is the division of the same numbers. Divided on two sides. Divided in quarters. Is this quarter? Diameter center, diameter cross. Which way do I go to quarters? One is a quarter, one is salt and dry ice. Salt dries out, and we have dry ice, but I'm not going to put anything together. Here's your 6 by 6, here's your 7 by 7. 13 equals to 4. I forgot to mention 0, 6 equals to 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 0, 7 equals 4. DC, DC, DC. 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 7, 7, 7, 21. This total of this is 3. 6 and 7 is 13. Why? Because 0, 7, 0, 6 becomes 60 and 60 is 120. 133, 313. The 7th gate. 6 brings in the 1 light. There is no 7, it's a total. It's a circle, because on the last day, we entitled the circle. Why am my face look so dirty? That's crazy. Anyways, 6 by 6, 6 and 6 is 12. Boom. 6 by 6, 36, 6 and 6 is 12. 6 and 6 equals a half. 7 by 7, 49. Boom, 63. This equals a quarter. This equals to 4 parts to 48. This one doesn't have a result except 3 worlds of 666. 1 quarter, 1 quarter, 1 quarter. It only makes 3 quarters. Why? The other quarter is in U, or the other quarter is lost in Taurus, which is a design. I'm going to see if I can find that design. Here's one of the designs. It's right here. See the circle on the left and the circle on the right? Well, once you bring it down, remember the division of the hands I spoke about? This is what happens. We connect the two sides of 6 and 9. The R letter, okay? The R letter is what creates everything. The R letter is what creates the arrow. Roman numeral, 50, not in this year's Super Bowl, because L says her. 2L, 3L, 4L, 8L. You want to buy some milk? This is the way it's sold. 24, 36, 48, 96. 8L. This is 400. It's also 96, becomes 496. 4, 9, and 6, 4 by 9, 4 by 6, 360, 24 hours a day. 24 by 1.5, the circle of life, 2 circles. 8 gets 2 circles. 4 gets 1 circle. This one gets cut in half. This one becomes a diameter. This is man's life, half and half. This one becomes the creation of the circle, the total circle, this is the 360 degrees, 3 parts. This is the Y. This is the Y letter, and you walk straight forward towards the arrow, right? 3 is diameter. 3 is diameter, 4 is circumference. Circumference means to go around. Play Monopoly, you get 200, you get 2 days. Here, you get a day and a half. 15, the letter O, a day and a half. Here, it's whole. What becomes this? 616 means the light is in the 9 lives of the cat, in the mind of the cat. What is that cat? Why is the light? Is the cat in us, and how are we controlled in energy? That's my question. There's just so many little things, and when I write them down, it never comes out the same way. 0, 0. Okay? 0, 0, because both sides are shared. It's actually 1 on each side. But you start here. 1 starts here and goes that way, and 1 starts here and it goes that way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See the way I started over here? 10, 10. 0, 1, 2, 3. No, okay. Which way do I go? 17, 1, Mars, cat communication, matrix, blackjack. 9, 11, creation of the light. The ace. This is the gateway to the queen. This is through the queen, excuse me. The spirit is 76. This is the gateway, and this is the spirit inside Uranus. 9 and 8 is 17, H and I. It's one connection. It's the center of everything. It is the second time we get A and B that connects together. That's Mars. 18 becomes a sundial. 18, 36, 54 is the sun. 72 is time, man's birth. 2 towers come down. 54 and 54, 2 suns. 72, 1 week, 9 days, 16 hours. 216, boom, we have it reversed. We have it reversed. Now we're going to play in between here. We never want to take the front one. Or we take the front one and we shove it in between. And then we take the average. Let's go all the way to here. Add this all up. Or just take the center heart, wherever the value is. Where is it? Here. You add that up and you shove it in the center over here. But obviously you have to add the other side. So I just leave it out and just say we have to live from here. Here's the halfway point. 144 we begin. 198 we end. 342 is in between 171. If you add up 1 to 18, it equals to 171. We start at the letter R. Boom. 171. 19. What's 17, 18, 19? In French, they will say 10, 10, 10. So this automatically says 23, 24, 25. 72 is this average from the French side. 19, 38, 57 is the moon. The spirit of 76, Einstein. Again, the spirit of 76, Abraham. 313 is the cycle, the mind, and boom, again, 171. Again, this is the letter R. R plays inside 18. R plays everywhere. It's all about R because 1 goes in between 2, and we create 3 everywhere. 6 by 3s, 3 levels. So that's how we create that. Now, I'm not sure if I'm completely understood, but like I said, I make everything work. I make it work. If I have to take away 1 or add 1, I'm going to tell you why. The cycle is 28. Add 1, and then add 2. But the reality is 7 by 4 is how you create 28. We must come up with 39. 39 shows you the in-between. The halfway point is 6 and 4. 1.5 times 4 is 6. 1.5 times 2 is 3. 1.5 times 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3 again. So I just play with these numbers, okay? And whatever the results are, mathematics, my friends, where we put it is by playing and checking all the numbers. Because if everything was made from numbers, then by adding and multiplying and dividing, we will come back to the numbers as long as we use the reality of the cycles that are in play in science right now. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. 2 and 5. What is this 2 and 5? It's an arrow to the left. See the 2 lines, the equal sign? Okay, there's no in-between. That means they're on the same level. We're only talking about the in-between level, okay? Don't look at this fish. This in-between, the arrow's going that way. This in-between, the arrow's going the other way. That's 2. See this angle here and this angle here? This is 1 and 9. This is also 4 and 6. This is 3 and 7. This is also 2 and 8. 2 and 8 is your cycle. Inside 5, the arrow going this way. See these 2 arrows coming together? These 2 arrows coming together? It is what it is. The ice, the freeze, official, off 666. Off ice, in the sky. Frozen sky, I'm not sure. Gold, time heaven, cycle. Spirit of the sky, S and T, the one spirit in the sky. AST, or the asterisk, is on the 8. 8 says there's above and there's a below. E is the E world, the electronic world. Theology, lodge, nested in and divided, the Y. Coming in, this Y comes in with the 2 and over to 8, which is the 28th cycle of the moon, and it comes down. Or comes over from Mercury 1 and inside 5, 1 and 5. 1 and 5 is Mars. Mars cuts the center. That Y, and sometimes Y because Mars is 51. 2, 3, 4 is in between. Whatever else you want to do, I'm just bringing the numbers out. I'm hot. It's hot. I don't have the air conditioner on. I got to get out. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.